It's time to continue heading back to Banderas Bay. We have a short time until we're picking up a friend in Puerto Vallarta, and so it's time to start grabbing every weather window we see. After having such an amazing time in Tenacatita, it's hard to leave, and we actually don't get far before we have water pouring into our boat.
Like that water comes in, so that's what's happening while we're going along. It needs more pressure on those two surfaces to stop the water coming in.
I'm Kate, and this is my husband Mick, our kids, Thomas and Bentley. 5 years ago, we had this crazy idea to travel the world with our kids, and never did we imagine our mode of transportation would be a sailboat. These are my parents. It's been their lifelong dream to sail across oceans. And so together, a dream was born. Come along with us as we learn, laugh,
I play with boats.
and explore. And hey, don't forget to hit subscribe.
I just can't stop singing. Oh, how baby I love
Alright, it's an early morning departure for us today. It is, well, it's 6:30, but the sun comes up so late that we haven't gotten up and left this early for a long time. We're probably going to leave in the dark. It's 6:30 right now. Did I say that already? I think the sun comes up around 7:30. The forecast has changed a little bit. Not as ideal as it was when we were originally thinking to leave a few days ago, but that's okay. We just want to get going early because the wind kind of switches around midday, just so we're not bashing into those northerly winds for too long. Fingers crossed we stay ahead of it today. I'm really excited to get to these islands. We are headed to a group of 3 islands in the Bay of Chamela. Isla Cocinas, Isla Pajarera, and a tiny little islet called Novilos. Hi, good morning. You okay? It's good to see you. How's it going?
Great.
Nice early morning venture?
Yeah, I love switching things up. Gives you like an energy boost, doesn't it?
You mean leaving early, or just we've been chilling a lot lately?
Yeah, I just like the forever changing ways that you can do things. Like, you can leave any time of the day, and it's just, I don't know, this is really nice. Leaving before the sun's come up, first daybreak. Gonna be an interesting day. Who knows what we're in for, but I feel confident that we'll be okay.
Yeah, the weather kind of changed overnight.
It sure did. It went from really dead wind and then a slight northwest coming in the afternoon. And then yesterday at midday, it was actually a bit of southerlies and easterlies to push us up. And now the southerly has completely gone and the northwesterlies are out there now. And then they steady off a bit, and then just before lunch they start again. So we're going to be into that for a couple of hours. Hopefully it's not too strong. Hopefully the sea state is calm from last night's blow. We'll see. We're all set though.
Say goodbye to Tenacatita.
Goodbye Tenacatita. This is a place that I just can't imagine never coming back to.
I know. But next year, right? Like, we're going to be waiting to cross the Pacific next year. We'll have time to burn.
So many maybes. Who knows?
Tenacatita is a spectacular place. A little surf break for the kids and the community of people there. There's a cruiser's net, there's beautiful swimming waters, there's snorkeling, and we kind of did a little bit of all of it. And then the cool mangrove tour that we did last time we were here. It's just, yeah, it's a cool spot. Highly recommend.
Hey, I was just checking the back bilge and we have a dripless shaft seal. The prop shaft spins, but you need some kind of seal to stop the water from coming in the boat. But there's a rubber boot that has to be compressed and then Allen keyed on to keep that pressure there, so when they spin there's friction there and it stops the water from coming in. Ours has now worked its way forward so it doesn't have that pressure on it anymore. And I just went down to check, and while the shaft was spinning, there was just water going everywhere and the bilge pump's on. So
okay, quickly show me and then let's get it fixed.
Well, I just turned.
Oh, okay. There's no water coming in because you put us in neutral?
I turned, yeah, put us in neutral. This is where it leaks from. You can see the water everywhere. See what I mean?
Yeah, that's not good.
If I pull that back, like that, water comes in. So that's what's happening while we're going along. It needs more pressure on those two surfaces to stop the water coming in.
T, are you watching out for boats?
I am, yeah.
Okay. There's a big fishing boat over there, but he sounds a lot closer than he is.
This is acting like a spring. It's clamped around the tube and it's pushing this against this. So see how that moves?
Yeah. Are you loosening right now?
Yeah, there's actually two Allen keys. There's one that digs into the shaft, and then there's another one that goes on top to hold that one in place. You know, I feel like I should have something in case I drop one. So I might grab a bucket and a towel or something.
Moving boat. Rocking and rolling. Set up a little hammock to catch anything that falls.
Yeah, I can't reach down that far. So yeah, we're just doing a little project right now to stop the boat from sinking, so that's cool.
Are you keeping a watch? You see the fishing boat? He's going behind us. That's good.
It's rusty.
It's a rusty fishing boat. You okay?
It's really tricky because I'm trying to push against the pressure of the water that's forcing itself in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure.
So are you tightening it again now?
I am, because I can't push it back anymore. Like I've got all that water that's trying to force its way into the boat, and I'm pushing a already hard tension rubber boot against it.
Are you okay?
I'm fantastic. I'm a bit hungry. You didn't provide me with breakfast this morning.
I was just about to, and then the boat started leaking.
Thanks, Kate.
That looks like you gained some.
Yeah, it was about an eighth there, so we gained like I think it's meant to be 3/4 of an inch. So we're probably about 1/4 of an inch away there. I just can't push it back anymore.
That's a haul-out job, like?
I don't know, we'll just keep an eye on it. I don't think we need to haul out. We'll just monitor it.
Is it all tightened now? All the screws are in?
No, I still got to put the other two in.
Okay.
You good?
I think it looks good. We're on the move again. Good job, Mick.
Bouncy, bouncy.
Got it all fixed up, made some breakfast. Captain's happy, you've had some toast. No more water coming in the boat. Crisis averted. It is bumpy. Anyway, all is well on sailing vessel Meraki.
Well, the wind has gone. We weren't using it to sail, so it doesn't really matter. It just means the sea state has got a bit calmer.
We were sailing a bit though.
Yeah, we were.
Motor sailing.
Yeah, it gave us an extra knot or so. There's 3 boats ahead of us. I hope they're not going to where we're going to go because the anchorage is really small. There's another boat just of our starboard side, which I've been watching closely from a bit of a distance. You see these boats kind of near you, and it looks like their sails are full. And then you look at yours, and yours are flogging around. You're like, oh, is there wind over there? Should I move? And then they get closer to you, and you realize that their sails are flogging as well. I think it just looks like they're full from a distance.
It's so calm now.
Yeah, there is some rollies, but it's really calm. This is great. For heading up into the wind, couldn't really ask for any better than this.
Here?
We're here!
Cool.
We're at the islands, as everybody says.
Where are we gonna anchor?
Just on the other side of this island right here.
That one?
That's the one.
There's an anchorage there. We're not going to that one though. We're going to land right there. So we should have protection from the winds coming in, waves by that island. And then the south swell should hit this island right here, which you can see the waves coming in. And we should just be able to tuck up into that patch of sand.
Wow, look at that beach.
On that one?
Yeah. I think we're gonna anchor right in front of that beach and that turquoise water. It's pretty shallow here. We can see the bottom. What's our depth? There's a sandy patch there. Pretty shallow. There's like 10 feet under our keel. Super clear water. We can see the bottom. So we're just picking a spot that's sandy versus rocky because our anchor will set better that way. Look at that. It's so clear. You see that, T? We've got pelicans flying overhead. chain locker is so frustrating. We constantly get it all tangled up in there and it jams, and so we just have to start anchoring again now. I'm gonna go down to the chain locker and see if I can see, is it tangled or what? So it actually looked fine in the chain locker. So we're gonna try again here. I've left the chain locker open and Mick's got a headlamp. So if we get jammed again, he can run down. Okay, can you run down and see what's happening? It is jamming right there, so I don't know what's going on. Normally I just film the really boring anchoring jobs. They've all been so boring lately. You guys are getting an exciting one today. Yeah, our anchor's on the sand off our port side, so you can start reversing. We're here. Yay. Are you happy to be here, sir?
Yeah.
Cameraman. You did a good job. High five. Okay, so you can see we are kind of anchored between two islands. Honestly, there's just too many names. I'm sorry. And then I try to say them and I butcher them. So we're between two islands. Everyone we talk to just calls these the islands in Shawna Bay. The typical anchorage is over there, but we kind of scoped out this one and liked the look of it. New backyard we have today. So we're gonna be here a few days. We'll do some exploring, some snorkeling. It's really hard to capture how turquoise the water is when you're level with it. But like to the eye, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful.
That was a pretty calm day, wasn't it? Apart from a bunch of water pissing in the boat.
It was an easy sail once we got the water sorted out. It actually was such a quick fix, we made it seem like it wasn't a big deal at all, but that could have been a very serious deal.
I should have left the engine going and then brought you down. It was a lot of water. There was a fountain down there. I lifted up the hatch. I was like, oh. So, coming into the boat.
Sprinkler system. Yeah. Well, it is beautiful here, but I'm not gonna lie, it was a pretty freaking rolly night. I didn't sleep great. So our plan was to stay here until the next weather window opens up for us to round Cape Corrientes, I think it's called. It is a cape, and you want to have a good weather window, especially when you're going north, because it's typically north winds. So we're kind of waiting for no wind or slight southerlies to get around. And a calm sea state. If the sea state doesn't calm down in this anchorage, we might leave. There's a town just on that north end of the bay we could go to. It probably would be a bit more protected. We shall see, but we do want to explore here today. We'll see. We'll see what the week brings. Hello, did you sleep okay?
Yeah.
You say the rolls don't bother you at all.
Never have they ever.
That's crazy.
Even in Malibu, when the rolls were like, I love
You love it?
sleeping. It's so, it's just like on passage.
Making, sir?
Soft pretzels.
Soft pretzels! And what are you stirring?
The egg for the egg wash. We got some yeast.
Some yeast. It's rising and proofing beautifully.
Flour.
It's a really simple recipe, isn't it?
I'm making pretzels. I don't want to
Pretzels! It's working.
I know.
Mine are not rolling very evenly.
Yeah. Mine's just getting flat.
It's hard. We only have a very small space. You gotta roll. Turn it. Bentley, yours is looking great.
It's great.
It's pretzel-y. Nice work. Pretty good first attempt, I'd say.
Twisty doodle. Twisty twisty doo.
Whoa, that's the best one yet. All right, they're going in.
Oh, your butt's in the way. Okay. I don't have this. It was my school project to bake those. It said, bake something out of a cookbook with a parent. So I did that, and because we saw pretzels in the cookbook once, and we thought, oh, let's do that. So then we got the cookbook out, and we were like,
Woo! So why do you think they wanted you to read a cookbook and follow the instructions? Because what are you working on right now? You're reading?
Yep.
And comprehension, which means understanding what you read. What do you think?
Don't touch it, Bentley.
Our first pretzel experiment.
It's so... These look so yummy.
They do. They turned out awesome. I'm super proud of them.
Pretzel's brown.
Yeah, our oven just doesn't get hot enough to brown them very well. I think they look great.
Then let's just go.
I'm going to take them with us. Where are we going?
To the beach, to the beach.
I'm going to do some snorkeling.
Snorkeling.
Yay! Okay, let's go. This is beautiful, this little island.
Really nice island. I wish there was better access to the shore though.
It is a little tricky. To the cutest little beach where many tourists come by panga. We were so excited to be reunited with our friends from Jackdaw who were gallantly waiting and guiding us into this tricky beach landing. What a perfectly pristine beach. We were blown away by its beauty and crystal clear waters. We just got back from a lovely afternoon at the beach. We were catching up with our friends on Jackdaw, who we haven't seen for about a month, and it was so nice. And we came back to this side of the island, and it is so windy. And I mentioned this morning we had a really rolly night last night. We just don't really have an interest in having another sleepless night. So we're gonna do a little 40-minute hop over to Parula, which is still in this bay that we're in. It should be a little more protected, and if the beach landing looks all right, we might even go out for dinner, a late dinner by the time we get there. How you doing?
Good! We're gonna leave the dinghy on the side of the boat. We've done it a couple times. Might not be the smartest move, but it hasn't gone anywhere both times.
Hey kids, how you doing with the dishes?
Oh yeah, Tommy ignored me. I'm doing it.
We're going really soon. We need it done.
Alright.
What happens if we have a pile of dishes like that? They go everywhere.
We haven't done that though.
We broke some mugs.
Yeah. One. We broke some mugs.
All right, let's get it cleaned up.
Over-exaggerating.
Let's get it cleaned up.
She makes stuff up sometimes.
I don't.
Go that way?
Yeah.
Okay. This down because this is probably really bad footage with what's going on.
We're leaving Jackdaw behind.
We are.
We were just reunited with them.
Yeah.
They're way more hardcore than we are. Last night we didn't sleep great because it was really rolly. Mick was worried about us dragging. We were close to the rocks and just a new anchorage. He doesn't get sleepless very often, so when he was worried, then I was worried. I asked Jackdaw if they slept. They were like, yeah, we didn't even notice the rolls. They're hardcore.
But they also had a night passage the night before.
Whew! It's windy, man!
Celebrate with an apple!
Let's go to Parula. We weren't sure we'd be able to have time to stop here, so I'm kind of glad. A very blustery afternoon. We're hoping we can tuck right close to land and just be nicely protected. Check out this boat. See everybody on the back deck. Hola! Having dinner. I'm waving. We made it. Anchor's down. We're set. As we came in, everyone was staring at us, and I can't for the life of me think of why. Could it potentially be our dorky dinghy hanging off the side of our boat with like ropes everywhere? We're a bit of a sight. Don't do that. It's not a good idea. It's not safe. We kind of have it jerry-rigged and secured, but it's not a good idea. We're just lazy. Don't do what we do. And we're waiting for our friends on Jackdaw, and we're going to town. I don't know if there's much of a town here. We don't know anything about this place.
Is there subway here?
I highly doubt it. We really haven't researched Perula at all because we weren't sure we were coming here. And now we're here. I was a little sad this morning not waking up at the islands, but we didn't. The good news is we had a great sleep last night. What are we thinking? We're thinking to leave at like
Oh yes.
2 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Just switch it up.
We need to round Cabo Corrientes or Cape Corrientes, and we have decided, just because the wind always picks up in the afternoon and it's 12 hours away, we're gonna leave really early in the morning, 2 a.m. from here. 12 hours later we will get to Impala, which is just south of Corrientes. We'll sleep there for the night, then we'll wake up early and we'll round the Cape early in the morning when the wind is calm and the sun is coming up, and it will just be so perfect. Hi, Jackdaw. Look, we're not the only ones that hang our dinghy off the side of our boat.
Yeah.
We were getting so many looks when we came in last night, and I swear it was because our dinghy was hanging off the side of our boat.
This is a much better time to be
It's
doing
pretty
it.
calm.
As we were going over the waves, we would go up and then a gust would hit it and the dinghy would like, woo.
Yeah, we had it all lashed down pretty good, but. Yeah! Nice job, buddy! So last night we tried to go into town and we thought there was only a beach landing here. The swells were so huge, we couldn't land, we came back to the boat. Today, Jackdaw has arrived. Meredith is much better at researching things than me, and she says there's a dinghy dock. You just have to go up the river, there's like a river. We see all the pongas going up there, but we thought it was like a ponga basin, which lots of these little towns have, and it's really only for them and not for dinghies, so we didn't bother going up there. That's where we're gonna head today.
Picked like the strongest part of low tide flying out.
It got very narrow back there, didn't it?
Yeah. Stand over to the right a bit more here, T.
It is cool.
This way?
We're just on the very end of town, and then there's a lot of streets.
Oh, okay, we'll just keep going.
So we're like here, and then it shows a bunch of streets and stuff.
With that? Look, it's a little road. You can just come shower. I don't see that around here. It's hard to find a shower in Mexico. Look at that. I really did not expect this town to be this big.
No, it's very openly spaced. I feel like there's a lot of construction going on.
It feels very new. There's a little restaurant here too. Cool town. I'm glad we didn't miss it. Sometimes you just stumble upon the best things. Oh, that breeze feels fantastic.
Really night. Last night, it was cold when we woke up.
It was. It has been the last couple weeks. Cooling off. We need a sweater. We close our hatches at night. It's kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a great feeling.
Whoa.
Straight into it.
Banana.
It's banana. Interesting.
Chocolate. Milk.
It looks like chocolate. It's probably chocolate banana.
Shouldn't be eating hamburgers in Mexico, but
That's what we eat every time we go out lately.
it tastes fantastic. We make up for it by eating tacos non-stop on the boat.
What do you have
We
to
love
say
carrots.
about getting cabbage?
Cabbage. You want cabbage?
No,
It's very close. I have to say that it's delicious.
My thongs fill my shorts when I walk in the sand. It flicks sand up.
If you're interested in supporting the production of these videos, please head on over to our website. There are 2 great ways to show your support. Check out our Meraki merch in the shop, or hit that support button and help keep us afloat.